We gonna be spending a lot of quality time together. See you later, sweetie, honey, sugar. Oh, your boy Ego is back. Man, I told you I was coming. Y'all can't stop the wave. Listen, I got a lot to say, Ego thoughts. Let's get into it. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. And Turkey. It really sounds like they should have listened to your boy Ego. Boxing Ego, the one and only, extraordinary. I don't want to sound mad or feel marvelous, right? The best in the business, and it's not even close. What am I referring to? The rematch. This is the rematch. Woo! This is the rematch. Woo! The rematch has taken a definite hit based on the performances of both Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia for different reasons. Now, I want to clear the air because there are a lot of people who they know I'm the best in the business and it's not even close. So they choose to try to lie on my name. And I just want to address some of these lies really quickly. I did see some comments that said, oh man, you just talking about Devin Haney. Why didn't you blame Ryan Garcia? And try again. I don't know if you guys listen to other content creators and get them confused with my content, which you really shouldn't because I'm in the league of my own, quality, off the charts, etc. So I don't know what the case is, but you're not going to lie on my name. I've addressed the whole card. I didn't just address the Devin Haney fight. The Canelo fight, trash. The Canelo Skull undercard, trash. Ryan Garcia Rolly, trash, but shout out to Rolly because he did his thing at least as the underdog. Devin Ramirez, trash. I didn't even think the T.O. Barbosa was a great fight. You know, T.O. stepped up, he did his thing, but Barbosa was super flat. It didn't live up to what he was saying. He was like, man, T.O.'s a joker. I'm gonna embarrass him. He a clown. And he looked big and stuff. I expected more. So from Fatal Fury to the fight after, the only good card was the Inoue fight card in Las Vegas, which got a whole lot less attention and hype. And it's sad because that's how boxing really is. You got fights like Inoue and Cardenas where that happens to be the best fight, but it doesn't have all the gimmicks and the hype behind it. Only the real diehard boxing fans knew kind of that was going to be a good fight because the Cardenas do have power. In a way, clearly got fundamentals and power. First fight in America, blah, blah, blah. So I knew it was going to be a good fight. Most diehard boxing fans knew it was going to be a good fight. But the casuals, they see the names. Oh, Canelo. I know that name, you know. Or Devin Haney and Ryan on the same card. I remember their fight from last year. T.O. Fim, you know what I mean? And it sucks because the better representation was the Inoue card from Top Rank. Shout out to Top Rank in the main event, Inoue and Cardenas, right? But if you could turn on a new fan, you would have rather them look at that card as a representation of boxing than the Ryan Garcia or Canelo Skull card, which were all terrible fights that did not live up to the hype and expectation that was set forth. So I don't know, again, what y'all listen to of my content, but we've talked about more than just the Devin Haney side of things. Ryan Garcia, I told you, he didn't look good. But this is the thing with boxing. People want everything to be even across the board. Life doesn't work like that. Like, if you go to San Francisco, you'll see homeless people, and right next to them, you'll see a businessman who makes millions of dollars a year, right? These aren't this, I can't act like they make the same living and they have the same financials because you want everything to be equal. It doesn't work like that. So Devin Haney, the reason why he's getting flack is because of who he's supposed to be. It's the trash talk. We knew Ryan Roley was going to be a tough fight. Some people even said that either that Ryan Roley or T.O. Barbosa was the toughest fight. We knew Devin was fighting a guy off of a loss and a guy at a catch weight, and a guy who hasn't, as I've said before the fight, hadn't really looked good in several years, right? So I'm not going to judge that 100% the same when there's completely different variables. Ryan, at the very least, fought Rolly at the full 147. Devin Haney didn't, right? Ryan at least fought a formidable puncher who we knew his punching power. If anybody had a chance of their punching power carrying up, it was Rolly, right? And that was the case. Ramirez, he didn't even throw any punches. So again, they were all terrible fights for different reasons. And then the Haneyacks, they're mad because they feel Ryan the cheater is not getting enough criticism. He's getting criticism. He looked horrible, right? And to me, it's bad because between both performances, not just Devin, but also Ryan, they made people not want to even watch or even care about a rematch between the two of them. Sounds like something else your boy Ego said. I got to be the greatest in this industry. You know it. In your heart, you know I'm right, right? Before the fight, for anybody who is listening in my content, I continue to say and tell you guys, Turkey doesn't know boxing as much as one would hope, and it was a bad idea to do these interim fights instead of just doing the straightaway fight. You in boxing, it's too unpredictable. You run so many risks. People get injured, people pop dirty, people get upset and lose or have a bad performance. And guess what? Out of the Ryan Garcia, Haney, both things happen, right? The only thing that could have been worse was if a person got knocked out or if they both lost. But this is pretty high up there outside of that, which is Devin put on a stinker of a performance, and so did Ryan. And then Ryan, on top of that, actually lost to a massive underdog, right? So now you've hurt the rematch. This is exactly what I tried to tell you and warn y'all about. And when I said that, you said, oh, Ego, you hating. Turkey saved boxing. Oh, Turkey's the man. Turkey, Turkey, Turkey. All right. Like I said, I never sweat it because I put out the content. I believe in everything I'm saying. And we gonna see. At the end of the day, you never see me sweat. You never see me lose sleep and stuff because I truly believe the stuff that I'm saying. And exactly what I said, per usual, came true. My accuracy rating is crazy in this world of boxing. Best in the business, and it's not even close. Ryan looked bad and loses in a title fight, so he's never been a champion. He had an opportunity there because they politics, so they put in a WBA belt. Now Rolly's a WBA champion, a PBC fighter. Then on top of that, Devin Haney moving around, hesitant to engage, and looks like he has PTSD from the Ryan Garcia fight. And people are like, oh, this was a masterful performance. Bro, get out of here. So if that was masterful, what Devin did with Ramirez, then what do you call Floyd Mayweather versus bigger, more threatening guys? Like when Floyd fought Maidanas and Canelos and De La Hoya and Cottos, these guys are all bigger than him with skill, with better resumes than Ramirez, with better momentum. Cotto had just avenged the Antonio Margarito loss. Maidana had just beaten Broner. Canelo had just beaten Austin Trout, right? And these guys, Floyd made them look like that. That's why they look like that. It wasn't like by osmosis. Floyd took these great fighters and made them look not so great, right? Devin Haney had pretty much a dead man who doesn't look like he could get off and was gun shy, couldn't cut off the ring, couldn't release his offense, and couldn't pull the trigger. And Devin chose to fight him like that. So Ryan looked bad, Devin looked bad. Make no mistake about it. But Devin is considered the more pure boxer, and Ryan he's never been a champion. Devin's been undisputed. Why would we base the assessment the exact same way when a guy's been undisputed and is supposed to be a slicker boxer, pure boxer? Checkmate.